Hey people on YouTube land, Zach all back here. Just want to do a full review on the TBS Family Bible. And they sent this as a review copy, very thankful for that. And so just want to get in the review here, show you guys this awesome Bible. I've been using it for a little over a week, wanted to break it in and see how it works. And I got to use it this Sunday for preaching and also just Wednesday night at church, going through it, following pastor, and reading it devotionally as well. It's an amazing Bible, so I can't wait to get into it. So it comes in this clamshell box here, keeps it safe for storing, came well preserved. It's like almost like a dark blue, kind of a purplish look box to it. It's got a picture of the Bible on the front. You guys can see that there. And I love what it says right down here. It says, translated from the divinely preserved biblical text in the original languages, and still the most accurate and faithful version of the Holy Scriptures in English. And of course, me being a King James guy, I couldn't agree more with that. And I love that they put that on the box. It's just really nice. So you've got even some writing on the top there. On the back, it's going to give you all the features. You guys can look at that. And a sample of the text. This is they say it's a 10 point, but it's really a 10.5 point, 11.5 leading. So it reads like an 11.5 point font, so it's a really large font. The dimensions on this Bible here, show you guys. So it's 8.5 inches tall by 5 3/4 inches wide, and it's about 1 1/4 inches thick. So it's a good mid-sized Bible. So you guys can see my hand there. So it's a good carry to church, good preaching Bible, good to have in the pulpit, very well made. And so the box is very nice. I love that it says on here, it says this large print family Bible with top quality sewn binding, presentation page and family registered record page will make a long-lasting valued gift, especially for newlyweds, so someone just got married, and new parents. And I couldn't agree. That has an awesome family records section. But it says it's also large, easy to read print makes it ideal for preachers and speakers, and that is me. So I definitely value the consistency of the print and everything. We'll get into that. So it comes in this calfskin cover here. I'll show you guys. And this is a little bit more stiff, but it's very nice. You guys can see it's a printed grain on there. Check out the spine. It's got Holy Bible and TBS on the spine there. It does have tooled hubs. There's the back. You can see that printed grain again. Has one ribbon marker. Head and tail bands there are red and yellow. Very nicely done. It is a vinyl paste-off liner. So you can see that, but this is a high quality. It's a very strong vinyl paste-off liner. Also, it is edge lined, so meaning that this stuff comes up in here, and they do paste this off. So it has a stronger reinforcement on the binding. And I want to show you the difference between the calfskins that TBS offers. So this is actually a calf split on the Family Bible. So this is just a grade lower than calfskin, because here's the Mariva calfskin. I'll give you a difference. So you can see the Mariva is a little bit more pebbly on the grain. It's a lot smoother, and it's way more flexible than this calf split. So you guys can see that. And the difference being the Westminster also has 4 ribbons, and you can see that the Family Bible here has art gilding. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. And the Westminster does not. But they're both very well made Bibles. So the calfskin on the Westminster will be a little bit more smooth. If that's what you're looking for, you might want to check this out. If you like stiffer leathers that are going to just take a beating, Family Bible is definitely a good one to use. So in the front here, you're going to have a couple cardstock pages, and then you're going to have your family presentation page, different stuff like that. And you'll have a record for children, marriages, and also deaths. Then you have a presentation page here, and you can see it says produced by Cambridge for the Trinitarian Bible Society. And so it's a Cambridge large print text, but TBS bounds it and does all the special features to it. Also at the bottom here, you can see it says large print text there at the bottom bottom left of that page. And then here we have the copyright page, and if you can see there at the bottom, it's printed by LEGO or Lego in Italy. And I'll have to say, this is the first Bible I've had from LEGO from Italy, and it is absolutely amazing as far as the binding, the print consistency, their printing, how it came to me. I got the Cambridge Emerald text from Cambridge, obviously. That's printed in Belarus, and I had pages that were cut, pages that were folded, and so their standard of quality isn't as high. Now, that doesn't happen with every Bible from them, but it's been consistent where a lot of people have had that same complaint. Whereas with LEGO, they're really high standard. I would say they're just below Youngblood as far as quality, but I'm telling you, this is an amazing Bible. So we have the translators to the reader here as well. That's in a bold, large font as well, so you can read that very easily. Index to the scriptures. That's going to have the chapter number and where the page it starts on. And then because this is a self-pronouncing edition, you do have the table of signs. But then the star of the show here is this large print. Again, 11.5 point font. So it's very beautiful, very, very, very readable. You have a 1/4 inch margin all the way around the text, even on the inside gutter there. And you can see the verse numbers are bold. They're very easy to find. Spacing's very well done. And the paper is really good. Especially with this dark font, there's really not a lot of ghosting. You can see it obviously where there's no words, but as far as the consistency of it, it's very, very good. And the leathers really don't break a lot. I've had a few instances where they do, but other than that, it's really consistent print. You have a line down the middle. You have a running header here at the top. The page or the book and the chapter number you're in. Page number at the bottom there. Very well done. Also has Pilcrow markers to divide the paragraphs. And you can even see in here I added the little Bible tabs because it only has one ribbon marker, so I've been using this for my devos. So just stick those in there, and that's been going really well. Let me show you some of the Psalms. So there's the Psalms for you. Again, just a very readable text, very easy to hold in the hand too. You can see I'm holding this one hand. You can see how that kind of just lays over and it lays flat really wherever. I had to do a couple break-ins before this would lay super flat. I'm sorry about the light there. I know that's kind of bright, but you can see this is in the family presentation pages here, and it's laying flat. So it takes a little while to break in, but it's still pretty good. So I want to see if I can do this now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, and I just want to do this review a little bit of a different way than I normally do. So if this is better, if not, just say, hey, go back to the original way you're doing it. But here's a comparison between the Westminster font and the TBS Family Bible. So you can tell that this is darker and way bigger. This is a 9.6 and this is a 10.5. So you can tell also the difference between the digital and the type press. Just back in the day, the type press fonts were just a lot bigger and bolder. Just that's the way the printing was back then. With the digital fonts, you can just get nice, modern, crisp, small text. But I mean, just the difference is amazing. I mean, this is a 9.6, so this is readable. The only complaint I have about the Westminster is the verse numbers are way too small. I'll try to get that up there so you can see. So if you can see, that verse number is like smaller than the actual text. And as a preacher, that makes it harder to find your references when you're preaching. The text is easy to read from, but those verse numbers are really hard to find. Sometimes I've lost my place trying to preach from the Westminster, which kind of makes me sad because I really love this Bible. And it is good. I've used it and I can get through preaching just fine, but it does take that extra second to find the verse numbers. Whereas in this TBS Family Bible, you can see those verse numbers are just as large as the text. So it's a 10.5 point font for the numbers as well. And they're separated very nicely, which makes it easier to find as a preacher. So we'll get to the book of Matthew here to show you the self-pronunciation. And it's not going to be on every name or place, mainly just the harder names. So the ones that we probably would know, standard English, they're not going to do that. But you can kind of see how that breaks down. What I love about this Bible is it's no frills, really. It's just a text-only Bible, nothing in the back. Here's a shot of some New Testament, Book of John. Just really readable. Let me get that ribbon out real quick. You can check that out. There's one ribbon marker. And this is really an interesting ribbon. I've never had a ribbon like this on one of my Bibles. It's about a 1/4 inch thick, so nothing special there. But the material it's made out of, it's a little bit rougher, but it's high quality at the same time. So it's not a cheap ribbon. It's actually very nice. I really do like this ribbon a lot. I've heard from other people who have done reviews on the Cambridge large print that this ribbon's a little bit better than the one they put in the Cambridge. So I don't know if they use different ribbons on that or what. Maybe, Lord willing, one day I'll get a Cambridge one as well to compare for you guys. There's 1 Corinthians. I'll show you. I did write in this Bible. Okay. 1 Corinthians 15 there. Try to get that without it being too blurry. So you can see I put in some references, and I think that might be a little blurry for you guys. If it is, I do apologize. But you see I put those in there, underlined with a pen. Flip it to the back side so you guys can see the ghosting. So there would be the ghosting. So you can see the underlining. You really can't see that at all. Of course, you can see this here. But the paper is very nice for marking. I haven't used highlighter on this yet. It's a little bit thinner of a paper. However, it's a pretty rough texture, so it's a thicker paper, very easy to churn the pages. The books do not begin on a new page. Some of them will, depending on where the previous book ended, but I'll show you here, like in the end of Galatians, the beginning of Ephesians, it just runs on. You can see we're getting towards the back. This is 1 Timothy, and the Bible's still laying flat. And there's Revelation, actually. You can see it wants to fight back a little bit, but once I've had this for like a month or two, this thing will be completely flat. But as far as if I had to preach out of the back of Revelation, I could do it. I could do that. So, give you a quick shot of the last page of Revelation. There's Revelation 22. And you can see, like, because there's no print behind this, how just clear that page is. There's no ghosting at all. It's amazing. And there's the page. So you can see the ghosting here. And then there's no text behind this. It's like just nothing. It's immaculate. But that's the last page, guys. So, like, after that, it's seriously, you get 1 page of Bible paper here. And then after that, it's a couple cardstock pages. Actually, I think, is that just 1 cardstock page in between? Yep, that's what it looks like. So then you have your spine stabilization page there, and then the vinyl paste off liner. Corners are done really well as well. You can see that. Very beautiful Bible. Again, when you get this, you're gonna have to break it in. The spine was pretty stiff when I first got this, but since I broke it in, I've had this for just over a week now, and it has just worked beautifully. If you're looking for a large print, devotional Bible, a good preaching Bible if you're a preacher, or you just have maybe bad eyesight and you're looking for a good, easy to carry Bible to church, this is a go-to. So on retail from their website, I believe it's $105 right now. Do I think it's worth $105? Yes, I would say that's about right for the price if you're going to pay full price. The calfskin leather is going to be durable. It's going to last for you. It's smythe sewn. Pages are stitched together. You have the family presentation pages, which means you can pass this Bible down to your family. You might have to get it rebound. I don't know. As I use it, I'll keep you guys updated on that. But beautiful print. The paper is amazing. There's no shine. I talked about that on the last unboxing video. There's no shine on the paper, which makes it easy to read. So I think it's definitely worth $105. However, you know me, looking for the best deal, you can grab this from Evangelical Bible for like $89. So you're saving a little over $20 there, and you get free shipping because it's over $80. So that's that. At $89, it's a steal. I really did. This thing, if this was in the store and this was $89, I would pull the trigger on it immediately. So hope this was a blessing to you guys. If you have any comments or questions about it, anything else you'd like to see about this Bible or compared, or any other information, just shoot me a comment down below and I'd love to answer it for you. So thank you guys. Have a great night and God bless.